All right, Shalom. First off, I would like to give all glory, honor, and infinite praises to our power, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Racha HaKwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace, love, salutations to the hopeful elect. Start first with the 144,000 and the 1/3 that consists of men, women, and children that sincerely believe on the names of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, which is the elect. Okay, hey, Shalom, man. I'm the brother Ha'amayan from the Great Millstone, Columbia, Georgia camp. And you see I had a copyright disclaimer. Be used in fair use. For only this video I'm going to play is going to be used for educational purposes only. For educational purposes only, not monetary gain. But once again, for educational purposes only. Shalaki. So what I have here is this video. It says, what is a covenant marriage? And I have a few. It made me think about the brother Mark War in our camp. Hey, shalom to that brother, man. About a week or two ago, the brother dropped something in the chat, and I'm gonna pull those photos up I saved in my phone, bring some precepts out, and just, you know, tie it in with the scriptures, man, because the scriptures have an answer for everything. So Abaradazadis be edifying. I'm gonna play this video, bring out some scripts, and close out.
Divorce does happen every 36 seconds here in America. The new House Speaker says he and his wife have an agreement which makes it much harder to split. Les Trent says it's called a covenant marriage.
Not many of us know a heck of a lot about the new Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson. But before he was elected to Congress, before he became the second in line to the presidency, he appeared on national TV to talk about his unconventional marriage. On October 15, 2001, Johnson and his wife Kelly were interviewed by then GMA host Diane Sawyer.
To know that Mike was willing to make that kind of lifetime commitment to me just gave me such stability, and I just knew that it was the right thing to do.
Johnson and his wife revealed they were in a so-called covenant marriage. So what's a covenant marriage? It means when the bride and groom tie the knot, they take it a step further than a conventional marriage.
See, when a bride and groom tie the knot, hey, keep that in mind.
Commitment to stay married literally until death do them part. That means shutting the door on any possibility of divorce unless in extreme cases such as when physical abuse, adultery, or abandonment are involved. The Johnsons signed a covenant marriage contract like this, showing they fully understood the decision they made. Sarah and Chris Earls also have a covenant marriage.
This is what we believe about marriage. So yes, it does sound restrictive, and yes, it does sound old-fashioned, but I think there's also a level of security and safety in that.
Like the Speaker of the House and his wife, they say divorce will never be an option for them.
These people, wow. Okay, let's get Romans first. Let's get Genesis. Let's go to the beginning. Genesis chapter 3. And I want to say it's verse 16. Okay, it says, unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children. And thy desire shall be to thy husband, not husbands, it's not plural. And he shall rule over thee, right? Through the act of sex, man. You know, that's how you become married, you know. And I'm a bag it up. I'm going to bag it up. Scripture say, prove all things. What I have here in the Zondervan, I don't have an actual Zondervan. I need to get me one. But this is a Zondervan's Pictorial Bible Dictionary, and it defines marriage as an intimate personal union to which a man and woman consent, right? Now, as you see this depiction, this picture of the guy and the woman kneeling down with some type of priest, pastor dude or whatnot, you know, trying to make them husband and wife. I'm gonna continue with this definition, but let's get real quick. Let's grab. Matter of fact, yeah. I'm gonna grab this first. I'm gonna grab this, and I'm gonna bring out Exodus 23 And I'm going to start at verse 2. And I'm going to jump down to verse 32. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to wrest judgment, man. And you see the masses of the people, want to tie the knot, jump the broom, have the ceremonies and things, but you don't make a contract with these people. And I don't want to jump the gun. Let me let the scripture say it better than I can. Verse 32, Exodus 23 and 32. Thou shalt make, these are laws, statutes, and commandments. Thou shalt not, Salakia, thou shalt make no covenant with them nor their gods, right? So, let me go to my photos. And this is what I saved from the brother Marco War, put this in, and it goes into a treaty, alliance, league, and pay attention to that word treaty. Hey, it says treaty, alliance, league, constitution, ordinance, monarch to subjects, agreement, pledge, alliance between the Most High Man, alliance, a covenant. So a contract, man, an agreement. You don't supposed to do that because that's not what our laws say to do. That's not what the Bible say to do. Because adultery is when a man can have multiple women, right? But if that woman has a man, that's adultery. That's adultery, man. So if a woman and a man is together, and that woman steps out on her man with another man, that's adultery. Why? Because she belongs to her husband. Now let's go back to this definition. Defines marriage as an intimate personal union to which a man and woman consent, consummated, and is perfected in a lifelong partnership of mutual love and commitment. Now let's get this word consummated. It says make a marriage or relationship complete by having sexual intercourse. Is this hard to understand? No. People just trying to remix the scriptures, man, and do away with the Bible. Because that's where you get the Exodus 23 and 32. Thou shalt not make no covenant with them, because Esau's laws is contrary to Yahweh Shema Shai's laws, which are our laws. He gave it to who? Israel, man. So that's real marriage. Now, let me bring out these few photos real quick. It says, who filed for divorce more? Women. And that is that women initiate divorce more often than men on average. Numerous studies have shown this. In fact, nearly 70% of divorces are initiated by women, man, because 9 times out of 10, they be the problem. Not to bash the woman. I'm not making that lesson to do that, just for edification's sake, just to educate you, people that don't know, because it was a time I didn't know this. A true marriage is the consummation of sex, man, through wedlock. What do men lose during a divorce? And this is when you make a covenant with the heathen, the form of a critical part of our lives. But when a divorce happens, men lose most of it. The spouse, the children, the familial bond, and the happiness. The custody of the children is often given to the mother, while the father only gets the visitation rights. That's when you make a covenant with the heathen, man. A contract agreement. It says, under each ground for an absolute divorce, there is a provision for when you can bring the lawsuit against your spouse to the court. However, if you claim that your spouse committed adultery, you can bring the action for absolute divorce at any time. That's why we need the kingdom, man. We need Yahweh Shema Shai to come set the record straight, man. So let me go back to the scripts. Now, Exodus 23 and 32. Like I said, remember that word. Remember that word treaty, right?
Strong's H1285. Berith.
It says covenant, alliance, pledge between men, treaty, right? Treaty, a formally concluded and ratified agreement between countries. An agreement. So it's an agreement, right? Now let's go back to the I'm gonna read this in the NLT. So like is Exodus 23 and 32 in the NLT. Make no treaties with them or their gods. And if you when you do, that's what you have, man. She feel like she done with you, and you have all type of turmoil, rolling out, coming forth. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not how the scriptures have it, man. But hey, we are cursed people, man. This is not our rest and things like that. But furthermore, man, just to bring some edification out about that video, because people run with that. They have that notion. This is Romans chapter 7. Oh, Shalaki, I'm putting a dollar sign. Shalak. Romans chapter 7, I'm going to start at verse 1 and read verse 3. Know ye not, brethren, for I speak to them that know the law, how that the law have dominion over a man as long as he liveth, right? From the woman which hath an husband, right? A husband goes into what? He plant his seed into his woman, because a woman is a female servant. She serves her husband, right? So long as he liveth, but if the husband be dead, she is loose from the law of her husband. She becomes a widow. That's the only way you can go be with another man. But if you think about it, let's go with the facts. Now the facts are that we all have committed adultery, man. That woman has had a man has popped her before we knew her, So it's time for the games to be cut out, man, and come back to the law, statutes, and commandments, and understand that the Lord require us to follow instructions, man. It's a Romans 7. I'm gonna read verse 2 again. For the woman which, Romans chapter 7 verse 2. For the woman which have a husband is bound by the law to her husband so long as he liveth. That's right. You can't go do what you want to do. Be with another man, commit adultery, go sleep with another man. But if the husband be dead, she is loose from the law of her husband. So then if while her husband liveth, she be married to another man, she shall be called an adulteress. Right? Let's get that word. Let's see what it says. Let's see.
Strong's G 3428, Moachalis. Moachalis.
It says an adulteress as the intimate alliance of the Most High with the people of Israel, because we committed spiritual adultery to our God, man, our power, Salaki, was likened to a marriage. Those who relapse into idolatry are said to commit adultery or play the harlot, because you have spiritual adultery, spiritual fornication, and you got physical, man, where you go, if a man have a woman, and if that man go sleep with another woman and that woman has a man, he committed adultery. But if that man has a woman and that woman step out on her husband with another man, she committed adultery. And there's laws on that, man. Romans 7 and 3. So then if while her husband liveth, she be married to another man, she shall be called an adulteress. But if her husband be dead, she is free from that law, so that she is no adulteress, though she be married to another man. That's right, man. That's the only way, because she's a widow, So, yeah, that concludes my lesson. And Abarat Azai was edifying, Lord willing, to someone out there. I would like to close out by giving all glory, honor, and infinite praises unto our power, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Racha HaKwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace, love, salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.